Even though it's the Memorial Day weekend, it's still time for the Now Show because we're devoted to you. We're going to do it now. So I'm Dr. Christopher Vogelman. With me, as always, only this time we're both remote. John is in what? Echo. Lake.
Right near Cannon Mountain.
It's our RV John, raining cats and dogs on Cannon Mountain.
That's right.
Is that correct?
Pretty much.
So you're starting. So the interesting thing today about John, despite the fact he has many interesting things going on, besides we talked about his bunny just before we got on here.
It's always interesting.
But he is using Starlink this time. Starlink, where there are over 2,400 satellites now orbiting the Earth, and John is coming to us via satellite.
Maybe one or two of them.
Why do you think you have two satellites? Are you that important to have two satellites?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay. Hey, so let's talk. We're going to talk social, talk travel, we're going to talk lifestyle, and we're going to talk about how to get greater organic reach with your social media. So how are we doing that today, Mr. Paduchak, or Paduchak, if we're Ukrainian?
How are we getting greater reach with our social media? Is that what you asked?
Yeah, today we're live streaming, for God's sakes.
Well, yeah, of course. How better to get better reach with?
We're in 10 locations right now, including Twitter, YouTube, you name it, we're there.
We're everywhere.
What's your experience been with live streaming as a way of creating content?
It's been good for the most part. I think the most important thing that people miss out on is they look at all the tools for live streaming and they immediately go, oh, I'm going to go use StreamYard, or I'm going to go use Restream or something like that. And they're much better off actually using the native app to get started and building up that audience.
Oh, so you mean like the native app within, say, YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, right, for example, Instagram Live?
Exactly.
So what about live versus static posts? Because that's been a big thing. And we've seen the rise of Instagram Reels in response to TikTok. We've seen, and I think most people are afraid to do Reels, or they're definitely afraid to do TikTok, at least in the over 50 age group. I don't find too many people who are enthusiastically embracing TikTok. But that's changing a little bit now. And I think it's less about the fun and more about what business owners can do to extend their reach to a potential customer base, which you like to call your perfect customer.
I do like to call them that.
You do?
That's true.
Hey, who is your perfect customer, for example?
Who is my perfect customer for me?
Yeah, because it's changed. Because you used to do just live streaming for just about anybody who came up and said, hey, I want to do a summit or an event. Please help me.
It has changed, but now we've focused more on folks who are RVers who are using video.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and that's a popular thing, isn't it? There are a lot of people who are using,
right,
I guess, learning YouTube and other things like that. And what's the reason behind that? Is because they have businesses, or they just want to become Insta famous?
I think it's a combination of both. Some of the businesses and are, like agency owners, or have some kind of oriented business. Others, just really want to take videos and mark their travel, as they go along, and show off.
So sort of like a video diary as opposed to a vlog, or what?
Yeah, more of a video diary or a vlog. Mine's a little bit of a combination. So I think I showed you before. I can't turn my phone all the way around.
I think you can turn the phone around. Yeah, we did it before. There we go. It's the Echo Lake. Is that the mountain back there?
That is one of the mountains.
One of the mountains.
I'm up in one of the big mountainous areas here in Hampshire. It's right near where the old man of the mountain resides, or did before he fell off.
What did you call me?
And so anyways, going back to what we were talking about. So I think in my world, it's a little bit of a combination. Mm-hmm. So I do a lot of technological stuff. I like to test equipment. I've always enjoyed affiliate marketing, and so for me, I do video more as, affiliate marketing, but also to share, the journey as we travel along.
Well, so with affiliate marketing, let's get this straight.
Yeah.
Instead of relying upon ads only for your affiliate offers or the offers for whom you are an affiliate, you're using organic reach.
That's exactly true.
Yeah.
Yep. Using organic reach for that.
That's all, folks. So,
Yeah. No, and we've been doing a lot of testing of different stuff with solar. This Starlink is new to us. We just started. This is actually our first Starlink today because I am in an area right now where there literally is no phone signal.
There's no phone signal, but you can call somebody using your Starlink, right?
But I can do broadcasts. I can do just about anything with Starlink right now.
But you can do Wi-Fi calling, can't you? Or no?
I can do Wi-Fi calling.
Yeah.
Sometimes a little iffy.
Yeah.
I've noticed trying to do Wi-Fi calling, but hey, I can certainly do Facebook call or Skype call or.
That's right. So you could probably use. I guess you could use WhatsApp if you had it in your. Yeah, you could do WhatsApp.
I have. Sure.
Yeah. You could still do video calling even without a regular T-Mobile or Verizon or AT&T signal.
Exactly, and so it works pretty well, and that's been one of our weaknesses in traveling around in remote locations. So, even though right here where we're in a big touristy area of New Hampshire, we're on a major highway, 93, that runs right up through.
I know 93. I've been stuck on 93 before, so
I'm sure.
Yeah.
A lot of, yeah. Is there.
So when it comes to, so you're talking about tourists, I'm just watching a whole bunch of tourists coming in here because Coronado Island is actually a hot tourist spot, and this being Memorial Day weekend, I just want to stay home as long as possible and come back to the beach on Tuesday. So
traffic was pretty heavy around here. We left early this morning.
Yeah.
To we did a little stopped, a little shopping and stuff along the way for different things, but we got here.
So what do you find are the most effective, so let's say, platforms for reaching people in social media? Because I know a lot of business owners, they're thinking, oh, well, I have a YouTube channel, or I got a Facebook page. I haven't touched it in 2 years. But, because I gave up on Facebook, back in 2016 because nobody was visiting and nothing was happening. So it's almost like people are expecting folks to show up even though you're not posting anything interesting.
Sure. I'm glad you asked that. I think so much of it depends on where your audience resides for your business. However, the big thing always is businesses today are seen mostly on Google and Facebook. If we go and we're looking for a particular business, we're going to either go to Google looking for them, or we're going to go to Facebook. If it's somebody who also does how-to videos, we're going to go look at how-to videos. We go to Instagram, go to YouTube all the time. It's the most famous place to go look at any how-to video. And then, but Instagram is catching up. So you can't really.
Did you just say the Instagram? I thought it's like the Google when I talk about the Google or the
Google,
the interwebs. Yeah, Instagram is very interesting because, and I think, but one of the things that we found in the not too recent past is that Instagram, for example, you mentioned, is making changes where they're favoring video over static posts. And I know lots of people have been doing carousel posts and other things like that, and they think, oh boy, I got this going, this is really great. But they're seeing their reach drop, which is kind of sad because video is the way to go. What was we found that in 2021, the most popular website with the most traffic on the interwebs was TikTok. And it eclipsed Google.
Yeah.
And that was a shocker for a lot of people.
Shocker.
It was a real shocker.
And my view of TikTok, I always said that I was not going to go there. It was not something
you're not going to dab or stuff like that.
Yeah, it just wasn't something I felt like dabbling in. I can't do.
I was talking dabbing instead of dabbling, but I get your point.
I can't shuffle dance and I can't sing, so
you can't sing. Well, but I think that's changing a lot too, because in terms of organic reach, I mean, for me personally, I've got very few followers on TikTok, but you don't need to have a lot of followers on social media to have an impact for your business. Because if you're really understanding, the more you understand your customer, the more you can tailor make your content to attract more of your ideal customer, or the perfect customer, as you like to say.
Right.
And I think that's, especially if you're doing coaching, consulting, all those other things like that, you don't have to be an influencer like a Kardashian or so. You just need to find the right people who are willing to pay you for the expertise and experience that you can deliver.
Yeah, exactly. And the more you broadcast and the more of a crowd and following you get, the more people want you to do videos to showcase their products or services.
Yeah.
Hey, you wanted to just stop and say hi to Sharon,
Oh,
who
Sharon.
just said hello to John and Dr. V.
Well,
So, hey,
it's funny,
Sharon, happy
I
Friday.
forgot to show the chat. There you are.
Uh-oh.
There, see?
Uh-oh.
See, Sharon? There you are. You're featured. You're famous now.
There you go. You're internet famous.
Internet famous, yes. I do think I need to change this thing, though, because it is, sometimes it's hard to read. For me, at least, I need more contrast. Like, I need a lighter background, maybe. But we'll figure that out later.
That's right.
Yeah, thank you for showing up, Sharon, and on the holiday weekend.
I know, it's good to see
Now,
you.
you were saying something about, we're talking about Instagram, we're talking about TikTok, we're talking about a number of these things. And I think, the move is towards video. Oh, one thing I wanted to get to is social signals. People really don't they think that you've got to be, in Google and top of the SEO search and things like that. But there are social signals that ping the algorithms in Google, in YouTube, in a number of different places. And I think that's important because I remember this from, it was 4 years ago or 5, it was quite some time ago, 4 or 5 years ago, that Google and Twitter formed an agreement whereby 15% of all Twitter feeds were going into Google. And Google was taking those social signals and helping to boost people's SEO. And I think most people have forgotten about that. And I would imagine the same thing is true with some elements of Facebook and others, because when I do a search, even an incognito on myself or my wife or somebody else, you will find Facebook listings in a Google search. Just try it sometime for your own stuff. And it is surprising, especially if I see a very popular tweet of mine from, say, 2 or 3 years ago. It shows up in a profile for me. So I think that's pretty interesting. And you do want to get to the point where, if you're providing really good value, that you can have one of those snippets that gets to the very top of the page, because I think that even exceeds the number one. Or is that the number one spot now in Google, is the snippet, or no?
The featured snippet,
yes. The featured snippet is the one. If you can get that plus a listing on page 1, that beats being the first page. I mean, the first listing under that featured snippet, because you got 2 listings on the same page, which is pretty amazing. Although some people object to that, though, too, because they're kind of like, they're just featuring that one item. And it almost seems, if you're advertising and doing other things like that to help with your ranking, I don't know if you always want to have that featured snippet.
It's not always particularly easy to get.
Yeah.
So, it takes a lot to grab that snippet spot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I know that like web stories and a few other things that Google's doing seem to be helping too. Most people don't do those, but we don't get into that because that's a whole different ball of wax. But from a social standpoint, what are your favorite platforms?
Going through all kinds of wet puddles around here. It's a bit.
Oh, you have the Puddle platform? Wait, are you driving?
No.
Okay. I was gonna say.
I'm just sitting, but somebody went whizzing by like super fast.
I didn't know that they do public whizzing in New Hampshire. Sounds like a pretty risque place here in these campgrounds.
Yeah,
So what are your favorite platforms besides puddles?
Besides puddles, I'd probably use, of all of them, YouTube's probably one of the biggest for me.
Are you a big Snapchatter?
Just because of the stuff that we do. Snapchat never really caught on with me.
Tumblr?
I remember I did have a Tumblr at one point.
I still have a Tumblr.
I still have one. I think actually I got in trouble with Tumblr somewhere along the line.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I don't remember. I think in my link wheel that I have, I think I was promoting something
Oh, okay.
as an affiliate. And they
Yeah.
did take kindly to that.
Tumblr
So,
didn't like. Okay.
but that's
So
fine.
you tumbled out of Tumblr, but it hasn't really hurt you.
It hasn't really hurt me.
Okay. It's good. Good.
Yeah,
So what would you say are your top three then? If you say you're on all of them.
I'd say top three would be YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I don't know. You got to include TikTok. I'd say I think you got to always.
Your top three. I,
Yeah.
I, I refer I referred to it. So we were on a coaching call yesterday. I think I referred to it as what was it? It was uh, Tixtatube or Tixtashort because I was taking TikTok videos, repurposing them to Instagram, and then reposting them on YouTube as shorts. But I've never really got. It's funny because I've actually resisted doing longer videos, like the 8 to 12 minute videos on YouTube. But I really am starting to like the YouTube Shorts. But I will. By the way, a small tip for those of you who do YouTube Shorts: when you go into let's say you're going into the YouTube Studio, the
Right.
Studio app on your phone, you cannot change the thumbnail, at least currently on your YouTube short. So you have to actually go to a desktop, go into YouTube Studio and change the thumbnail. Because
Wow.
I tried several ways. It might be changing the interface. That's the only thing I can think of. Because I was very frustrated last night. I posted a YouTube short and I looked this morning and there was only one view. And I
Oh
thought,
wow.
oh, and I looked at the thumbnail was horrible. And so I went in there. I kept trying and trying. After 20 minutes, I gave here. I've looked at YouTube videos on how to change the thumbnail within the mobile app for YouTube Studio. The interface that YouTube had, its own official one, did not show the current interface. So not even YouTube sometimes knows currently what things look like and where all the buttons are. So,
Yeah. Especially when they're changing all the time. We
oh
found
my gosh, yes.
the days of Google Hangouts when
Yeah.
they were working on that platform, and one hand didn't know what the other hand was doing, and
Mhm.
everything was changing, and every day was a new rollout, and it rolled out in different places, and that's
Well,
true.
we've seen it with those things. Yeah.
Messenger, we've seen that lately too, and
Well, I saw it with TikTok,
right,
for example. When I came into TikTok, a little glare there one day, and I clicked the little button which is right here. Can I get it? Yeah, to open up, and suddenly there was this big red button with the little
right,
sparkles in the middle. Like, what the heck is that? And it turns out that's the one that's designed to go to TikTok stories
right,
because TikTok is imitating what Instagram has been doing with stories,
right.
which is just, it's sort of fascinating. So when you go into these interfaces, what you got to do is you got to go over to camera to be able to get to what you want to do. And then you've got your options of 15 seconds, 60 seconds, 3 minutes. And if you're a one little lucky duck, you've got the 10-minute thing. But this is the type of stuff that we cover in our group, which is closed right now, called Strategic Video Managers. But we do short form video and live streaming and a whole bunch of other things to help business owners extend their reach, boost their know, like, and trust factor, and of course, attract, as you say, their perfect customers. So, but we'll probably open that up again, I think, over the summer. But right now we have a tight knit little group, and they're doing some amazing things. And I think we've got more or less proof of concept that we know what we're talking about. So, are you freezing? Or are you okay? Oh, I think John is frozen. So the rain in Spain stays mainly on the plain, but the rain in New Hampshire, yeah, I've got. Oh, there you are.
Yeah, I'm still here.
You froze for a moment there completely.
It's
There was like
bound to.
there were no eye movements, no breathing. I thought you were holding your breath for a long time until you got your wish.
No, 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 no. We're just having some bad. It's funny. We came into just a freak rainstorm,
Oh,
but very very heavy, and so I think it's affecting our communication a little bit. In fact, I'm
are you?
surprised as good as it is right now.
Yeah. Are you going to have rain all weekend long, or what's the dealio?
No, 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 no. It's
No.
supposed to be.
Okay.
It's just a little on and off here and there.
Oh, okay. Are you feeling a little on or a little off today?
I'm feeling on.
Okay, good.
Uh,
Right on. Right
hey, Nick,
on.
you know, long weekend. What more can you ask for?
Yeah, exactly. Well, but you are going to get some work done, aren't you?
I am.
A little bit. You promised. So, anyway,
During the
we're working on a pilot project together and launching it in June. I don't know. We actually have the actual date set, but it's probably the second week in June. Anyway, but that's going to be specifically for RV owners who want to have more time on the road and still make income without having to be stuck in an office from 9 to 5 or 9 to 7 or whatever they do. I guess
exactly.
more
And the
free time, freedom, and fun with gassive income. Is what we call.
key right now, more passive,
We should call it massive gassive income.
passive income.
No, don't pass gas. Don't do it.
That'd be wrong. Can't do that.
I couldn't find the mute button fast enough to cough, so hope that wasn't too loud.
No, it was fine.
Whew. Anyway, so what advice do you have to give to business owners? Because I know a lot of business owners say, like you were talking about TikTok, that, oh, that's just for kids. We used to say back in the 60s and 70s, the commercial was, well, tricks are for kids. And I think a lot of people have the same notion that TikTok is just for kids. Would they be able to find traction there? Would they, and why would it be a good idea to be there? Well, let's say more than one platform as opposed to just in one place. I mean, there's advantages and disadvantages. Some people say master a single platform and then start expanding elsewhere. What's been your experience?
First of all, I think we ought to say hello to Colleen O'Brien, who just
Colleen, Faith and Bigora.
exactly. So
Yeah, she is. She's saying howdy.
Howdy.
I just don't. She doesn't strike me as a howdy person, but
Hey,
I don't know. Well, maybe she is. I'm picturing her with boots with spurs and a cowboy and a 10-gallon hat.
yeah, she's for your tricks.
Yeah, she's one of our superstar core group members whom we've gotten to know, like, and trust over the last couple of years. So I think she does theta healing, if I'm not mistaken. Colleen, forgive me if I don't remember your exact methodology, but I think it's pretty close. So did I get her? She's responding.
Yeah, it's fun to type howdy, though.
Silly rabbit. I got the silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids. There you go. Okay.
It is a good way to
and it's fun to say howdy. Okay.
Good way to.
She's trying to stand out, and you do stand out from the crowd. You do. Not that we're terribly crowded today, because a lot of people are on the road. John actually left early. How early, though? That's the question.
Exactly.
How early?
We left.
Yeah.
We left.
Whoops, no sound. Yeah, I think your rain is starting to interfere.
Oh, is it better now?
Yeah.
I said I think we left about 8:30, 9 o'clock this morning.
Oh, so you were a slug today. You were telling me you're going to leave at 7 a.m., so.
We're going to get out earlier than we actually did.
I gotcha.
This is how they take advantage of this. It really
is theta healing. Okay, Colleen, I did not. There you go. Theta healing. Started calling yourself the grounded energy healer. That's good.
Yeah,
I like it. I like grounded. Well, many years ago, I created a song called the Detoxification Blues in a program. It was a retreat up in Loveland, Colorado, and I sang the song to all these functional medicine people. And it was one of the lines was, I wanted, because I was doing the detoxification, I wanted to feel grounded, but I feel more like dirt. So that was that was my line. That got the biggest round of applause. So. All right. So I think, what's that?
What were we talking about?
We were talking about, tricks are for kids and TikTok being only for kids. And, my power is good. I still got a third power on here because there are no electric outlets outside the library.
And we were talking about what avenue should business owners take?
Should you master a single platform, or you believe in doing more than one at the same time?
I honestly think if you can only manage the platform,
Mm-hmm.
probably TikTok.
TikTok.
Yep.
Go native, and then drive
I think
people to an offer or something. I think that's the one thing I've missed more than anything else in social media. My tendency is to fail to have a call to action, like, hey, join my newsletter, or hey, I've got a 19-point checklist that can help you master YouTube videos or live streaming, or even something like, hey, send me, let's, put down your email on this landing page and we'll enter you in a contest to win a GoPro or something like that. Of course, making offers like that where people are going to get something, it may not get you your ideal audience, as we well know, because a lot of times you got freebie seekers who they just like the fact that they're going to enter to get something for free and they don't really see the value. So what's outside, John?
uh, all kinds of campers backing in.
All kinds of campers.
Yeah, everybody's
Are there
getting.
any? Are there any
I'll,
campers and campers?
I'll show you. There's another one coming in.
Oh, they are coming in. Whoa,
I got some new neighbors over here.
bunch of Yankees.
Exactly.
Oh, Colleen, thank you. She says I'm doing great things on TikTok. I just keep playing with it. That's all. And I've really screwed up more than I've succeeded, but I think that's the way you learn. You just keep doing. And so, I look upon all of these things nowadays with a different eye, which is that, rather than, I'm succeeding or I'm failing, either I'm succeeding or I'm learning. At least I've learned what not to do. That's the main thing. Oh,
So
and as far as Colleen, how do you get people to
yeah,
click off of TikTok? Okay, so clickable links, yes, you can get the clickable links. The challenge is the really good clickable links come after you get 1,000 followers.
yeah, right.
That's the big challenge. But you can still direct people to something. In fact, let's see, mine, I don't have anything on mine. If they follow you, you can ask them to follow you on TikTok, and nobody seems to care. Unlike YouTube and Facebook, where they frown upon the phrase "follow me." On TikTok, what's cool about it is that if they follow you, you can then send them private messages in the platform, but only if you're following each other. So you may want to encourage people say, DM me here or message me here. That's probably pretty easy because I don't think any platform is going to object to you saying message me here. And I don't know what they call, I guess DMs, direct messages on TikTok are just messages. And then the other thing you can do is just find a really easy URL, something super simple like Theta Colleen or something like that. And I would put that in text on your video. And by the way, you can time the text that appears on your video. I did that the other day. This wasn't supposed to be a TikTok thing, but what the heck? Let's just talk a little tech. A TikTok tech. So this is this is when I did this one, which is a little hard to see, but you can see that I've got some text there. And then I changed the text up a little bit there. See, it's timing. And I played with this. This was a disaster. I created this in Canva, but it really has decreased my reach. So I learned not to do that. So that was last night. Last night's lesson.
Hey, don't do that.
Yeah, hey, don't do that. Exactly.
We've been playing with some other things like, a lot of people use Linktree.
What are they using? What do you call it?
Linktree.
Oh, yeah, Linktree. But you have another one that you like, which is different.
I've been playing around a little bit with Switchy.
Switchy. How do you spell Switchy?
SWITCHY.
Oh, .com, .io, something, .cc, .wee, Switchy. Okay. I mean, I still use, I guess my link shorteners. There's Bitly that I've used for static stuff, and using Linktree, linktr.ee. I can't remember what the EE stands for, but
I don't know. But you can
if
also
you like Switchy better, why do you like Switchy better for social?
The one reason I liked it better was that you can do retargeting. You can do some other stuff with it.
Okay. So you get a pixel in Switchy, or what's the dealio?
You could get a pixel in Switchy.
Oh, cool. Do you have an affiliate link for that, or no? You don't, or not yet? Not with you on Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah. somewhere,
Um,
somewhere
what-
along, if that's something you're interested in, reach out to me and I'll find you one.
yeah, send John a private message or direct message, or
That's right.
you can find him on TikTok as you can me. So you are on TikTok. What are you, RV John or the RV John, or what are you?
Gosh, one I'm RV John and the other one I'm the
RV
RV John.
John. Yeah, it's like you're
Yeah,
trying to
we've
get
been
a unique.
trying. We're trying to get my branding uniquely set up. Hey,
Yeah.
April, how are you?
April. Gosh, I haven't seen April in a long time.
I I haven't seen April ever.
No, I've
Okay.
seen April. April and I have been on a lot of Rich Schefren live streams.
Ah,
Yes. And
well, nice
she's
to meet you, April.
hello, April. Welcome to our remote Friday Memorial Day weekend broadcast. I'm at the
They were both
Coronado
remote.
Public Library watching all the tourists come in, and John is in northern New Hampshire at Echo Lake watching all the campers come in. So,
I am. I'm up in the mountains.
yeah, I was
It's
going to ask you if any of the campers wear Pampers, but perhaps that depends.
yeah, I think that depends.
Okay, that's my pun. That's my pun for today.
Okay.
Yep, there she is. She see, I recognize people. Boom. Oh, she likes it. She says that's really beautiful out there. Yeah,
It is a gorgeous area.
I think it's fun. Hey, and I still have 25% power, which is amazing. So
That-
being outside, but you've got a. Are you using a generator or are you using solar today?
I am on public power today.
Oh, public power. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Do you pay per kilowatt or what are you doing?
No, that means I actually have a plug-in and I'm all plugged into
Wait, you have a plug-in, but this is not a WordPress site that you're driving.
regular. I'm on regular electric
Regular electric. Okay.
at this campground. Well, usually we camp at a lot of the state parks where we work off of
Yeah.
solar and generator, and
Mm-hmm.
at this park they have electric,
Yeah.
sewer, and water. So
Wow.
we got
Are you
everything.
sure this is really camping and it's just not like
Well,
a reduced version of glamping?
it's pretty amazing, and it's a state park, which here it's very rare to. There's only like I think 2 state parks in the New Hampshire system
Yeah.
where you can get electric, sewer, and power and water.
Hey, so that would be great content actually for your TikToks and Reels, as well as the new podcast you have coming up.
Yeah, well, you'll have to keep an eye out, April. I'm going to be talking all about what I do on the road and
What
how
he
I
does.
do it.
He's a road warrior.
I am. It's a lot of
In
fun.
the Holiday Rambler, just the name alone tells you, you're always on holiday, always rambling. Although rambling is more my style when I think about it. Are you frozen again, John? Ah, he is frozen again. We've lost John for a moment. Anyway, I think we've gotten. Yeah, he's totally frozen. I think the satellite is
I'm not
traveling.
now.
Oh, now you're back. Now you're back. Okay. Whoa. Can you talk? Wait, you're frozen again. Yeah, well, I think the rain is getting to John. I heard a little bit of John, but April would love to do that one day. Yeah, I think this RV lifestyle is very interesting because, as we were talking about earlier, the idea is you can probably actually save a lot of money and not be bogged down in a home that you could run permanently if you want to. That is a lifestyle that some people have adopted.
Yep, if you wanted to. Well, thank you, Colleen. Appreciate you following me on TikTok. There's going to be a lot of great stuff showing up this weekend. So
John's ticking the talking.
yeah,
I like your chicken. I actually like your chicken videos a lot, but I didn't. The problem with that is you can't take chickens on the RV, can you?
I can't take chickens on the RV. No,
Unless you
but
got a lot of chicken diapers. Somebody does it. You told me somebody uses chicken diapers.
Somebody had a chicken in their RV.
In their RV.
Yeah. Had a couple
There's a topic. There's a
on the
topic
road.
for you. Take one of your chickens, hold it outside the Holiday Rambler, and said, "This beauty is not coming with me." There's
That's
your 5-second or 10-second TikTok.
Yeah, but we should have some great videos from this weekend. Lots planned.
I think it's going to be fun. April, you probably, if you follow John, you're going to learn a ton of things about the RV lifestyle. And in fact, we're creating a program. We've already called it this. We might as well just let people know it's an RV business builders. So basically a program for RVers to build businesses that will give them what we call gassive income as
Or
opposed to merely
people who
passive.
want to be RVers and
Yeah,
get out more
you,
or
you,
travel more, whatever it might
you
be.
don't have to own an RV to be a part of our beta group that's coming up.
Exactly.
Um, but it's going to be fun. We're going to have a lot of fun when we get things done. I think before I
Super
run out of
fun.
power, we better close this puppy down. Oh yeah, I figured we do about 30 minutes. We're at 36 past the hour. And I
Perfect.
think, John needs to rub two sticks together to make dinner.
Maybe.
Isn't,
No.
isn't that what you do? I mean, they made me do that in Boy Scouts. The only way I could get my dinner was to rub two sticks together till I made fire from the spark. That really took some of the desire out of me for remaining a Boy Scout.
It does. You see, now we have things called microwaves and
Microwaves.
and
I don't think
ovens run on
I don't
gas.
I don't think my pup tent would have handled a microwave. Besides, we were easily, I would say, a mile and a half away from electricity. So
You probably would have burnt
that's
that
a
puppy
long
down.
extension cord. That's a very long extension cord.
That would be a very long extension cord.
That's like calling the
I,
power company into wire just for your camping trip.
I
So.
gotta say, one of the coolest things is
What?
these solar ovens.
Solar oven?
They have a solar oven. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
I don't have one, but I think they look pretty
Oh,
cool.
I'm sure you will. It's only a matter of time.
Probably in just a matter of
I think every gadget, you have almost every RV gadget imaginable.
I'm a gadget kind of guy.
You are that and a software addict.
Software aficionado. Yeah, I am.
Aficionado. I shouldn't say addict. I should say aficionado.
Aficionado.
A connoisseur of finer software everywhere.
Exactly.
All right.
So
All right. Anything more to add about social reach through organic? I mean, sorry, boosting your business through organic social.
No, I think we talked about a lot of good stuff today. It's just,
We did. I mean, we may get a little more systematized once the holidays are here. So
yeah, and it's just kind of exploring and figuring out what things work best for you, and getting feedback from people like us.
I know that one of our friends advocates sort of what is it? It's Instagram plus YouTube, which is a great combo. I'm liking more and more TikTok plus Instagram plus YouTube, but I have yet to delve into the longer form YouTube videos. So.
I'm starting to like I'm starting to like a different combo. So
what's that?
Doing regular
Tumblr and TikTok?
No, but we've been doing a regular live stream with LinkedIn.
Oh, that's right. Today we did not make it because I scheduled this thing past noon. And so LinkedIn is very restrictive in this respect. It took forever to get LinkedIn Live for yours truly. But once I got it, I can tell you the one thing you have to watch out for when you're scheduling a broadcast, actually even going live, they insist that you put your schedule together 2 hours before you go live. So if you do it an hour and 59 minutes before you go live, you're not going to make it onto LinkedIn Live. So that's one thing that you want to consider. And I do know a number of people who do the combination of LinkedIn and TikTok, which is very interesting because they are two totally different audiences. And the LinkedIn people hate the TikTok people, and the TikTok people hate the LinkedIn people. So it's almost like you're going to be the bridge who says, "Can't we all just get along?"
Exactly. So if you're going to go long and do it well, and if you're going to go short, do that equally well. But I think there's a place for both.
Oh, Sharon's liking Instagram Reels. Sharon, I like Instagram Reels too. And one of the things I like about it is that Instagram Reels, but see, I use TikTok primarily as an editor, and then I download the videos, I take away the watermark, and then I re-upload them to Instagram as Reels. Only because sometimes I just don't want to. I mean, ideally, Sharon, what you'd want to do is to go, do your TikTok, or let's say do your Instagram Reel as an Instagram Reel, and then open up TikTok separately if you choose to do TikTok, or YouTube Live for that matter, and then do the same piece of content within the native app, and that's going to expand your reach quite a bit. But I'd say TikTok as an editor it's amazing in terms of everything from the different applications of text. The stickers. I'm a sticker-holic. I love stickers on TikTok. And maybe I overdo them sometimes. That's true too.
I think you do well.
Oh yeah, Colleen, you can schedule lives on LinkedIn, And I
Yes.
think that it's something that you should consider. Now we use so we moved from God, we tried every single platform made available back in around March of 2020, just around the time of the start of the pandemic. And John and I just started doing lives, and we evaluated things like Ecamm and BeLive and a whole bunch of other streaming applications. And we eventually settled on StreamYard. We used that for about 2 years. And then I decided I was tired of paying $49 a month. So I saw an offer on AppSumo and got in for to Melon App, which is what you're watching right now, MELONAPP.com. Yeah. Anyway, hey, if you want to get Melon App, well, see their pricing now is about the same as StreamYard, but it was a lifetime for $99. And even though it's a little quirky and we've had a few problems here and there, I think we pretty much like the Melon App at this point.
Right.
I
If you
mean,
decide to get onto LinkedIn,
yeah,
feel free to.
you can go straight into LinkedIn, I think, but I'm not sure about that. I haven't
Yeah,
I've never done LinkedIn Live scheduled within the app before. So
getting accepted though is the trick. So
what's that?
getting accepted on LinkedIn.
Yeah, getting accepted. I'm still wondering how. Also, one of our friends who is not here today, Dr. Kayvon K, he got LinkedIn Live really early on, and maybe it was because he's posting a lot of videos on LinkedIn. I think that may be one of the things that you had suggested.
I finally figured it out.
What is it? You just keep begging until the league lets you in.
No,
I mean, I applied like 5 times.
trick is you need to post your own original video, and a lot of people try to get it without having posted anything.
Okay.
As long as you post your own video on LinkedIn for a while, they'll let you into LinkedIn.
Yeah, Colleen, I've hated editing on my phone too, but I'm getting used to it, and because I got to tell you, my eyesight is not that great. I'm wearing contacts to make myself socially acceptable because my regular glasses, these are reading glasses, are super super thick, and so I mean, I have to learn all the buttons on here. Once you learn the buttons and you get more comfortable with the interface, because like for example, I was on a TikTok challenge for 90 days, 90 TikTok videos. Yesterday was number 132 of the 90-day challenge. Yes, I'm a little bit of an overachiever. But I couldn't find the buttons to save my life. And the same thing was true of Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts. You just have to keep looking at them again and again and again and get comfortable with it, because you will be richly rewarded for working within the apps. Whereas, I mean, just what I did yesterday, I created something in Canva and I attached it to something in TikTok, and it's just not performing because people like to.
Oh, we've lost Actor V. Or me. Not sure which. Can you guys still see me? I'm not sure who got dumped off. That's the challenge of trying to broadcast remotely. Oh, cool. Okay. Perfect. I'm sure Dr. V will be back in just a moment. Maybe. It's one of the tricky things, whenever we try to do this and try to do this from
Well, I was still here.
You got my.
Well, I don't know what's happening here. I still have power.
I'm plugged in. So that's the only reason I'm managing.
Do you see me now? Because I still have power. I saw you the whole time.
I see you now. You
Yeah,
just
but
dropped off.
I saw. Nothing changed for me. So
Oh, wow.
we'll see what happens in the recording. This has gone longer than I anticipated, but we'll see what the last 5 minutes look like here. But I'm still powered up. I'm like an Energizer bunny. It's hard for me to run out of power. I'm what some people call naturally caffeinated. So
Nice. So we
yeah,
can
I think
wrap.
we both disappeared and we came back again. But I mean, I never stopped seeing it.
Huh? I don't know.
Well, thank you, Colleen, for letting us know. Yeah. So anyway, so back to the whole thing about LinkedIn and editing on your phone. I know it's a real problem, but and I prefer to edit on a laptop. But I came to the conclusion it was something I just had to suck it up and do it.
Yeah.
And I made so many mistakes editing on my phone. I mean, so many mistakes. You have no idea. I mean, throwing
gotta-
them into stories and throwing them into this and hitting the wrong thing, forgetting the captions, forgetting to put music on, or putting music on and then downloading it and then realizing that my own voice was deleted because there was music underneath and that kind of stuff. So anyway, that's my rant about you got to learn it. You just have to. So
Yep.
or don't do social video on your phone. See what happens. You don't have to do it. I'm just saying that it's best if you just keep practicing until you feel more comfortable with it.
Yeah, the longer you practice, less editing you should have to do.
Yeah, it's just like with live streaming. I mean, the only reason I started live streaming is because my wife said I sucked at doing video. So she said, "You're so stiff. You're so awkward. Blah 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 blah." And that's where live streaming really was the opportunity to become a little bit better. Every week, tiny bit better. And we've been doing tons of live streams since March of 2020. And I think we feel more comfortable talking to you just as if we're sitting down right now in a cafe and got a couple of lattes and shooting the breeze. I almost said
Sure.
shooting something else, but I was trying to keep it clean. I was trying to keep it PG-13. So all right. So I think we've done enough damage to the interwebs today.
I do too. I think it's
All right. And this went a little longer than we anticipated, but it was a lot of fun. Thank you so much, Colleen and Sharon and April, for showing up. It makes it so much better when you guys show up live. And we know that the vast majority of you watch us in replay. So please use the hashtag replay because then we get pinged. And if you have any questions or comments or anything you'd like us to cover in the future, just let us know. I mean, we're broadcasting in 10 different places, and we will be notified from wherever you're watching this video.
Yeah.
And I guess any final words, John?
Well, I was just going to say, we do 2 broadcasts.
Yes, we do. We do too.
Daily.
Well, Monday through Thursday, we do a broadcast. Yeah, you're cutting out, John. So I was just going to... The sound disappeared there for a second. So Monday through Thursday with Dean Way, we show up and do things. I'm not there all the time, but John is the most consistent person there. And we cover, what is it? Mondays are sort of a potpourri. Tuesdays, we cover social media profiles of other people. Wednesdays is website Wednesday, when we look at somebody on page 10 and in a Google search and see what they're like. And then on Thursdays, we pick some of our favorite tools and resources. And that broadcasts 9 a.m. Pacific, Monday through Thursday, as well as, which be noon Eastern, Monday through Thursday.
And then Friday, we're here and we just cover all kinds of things.
We cover all kinds of stuff. A lot of times it's just what we're working on now. And I will tell you that one of the most valuable videos or live streams you can ever watch is when the topic is what's working now.
Yes.
And what's working now will surprise you. It may not be what was working even last week or 3 weeks ago. Because we've seen interfaces change like crazy, from Facebook Messenger to Instagram Reels to TikTok itself. It changed 1 week and I thought I lost stories. I was very, very sad because it just started using stories. And the more you feed these algorithms, and they, by the way, once again, they do like it when you edit within your phone. The more you feed the algorithms, the stronger your social signals, the greater your reach will be, and the greater your ranking is going to be on the Google as well as the YouTube. So I think we've got to stick a fork in this sucker because I think it's done.
We're done for now.
Oh yeah, Colleen, live streaming is fun, and maybe we can have you on sometime to continue the fun of live streaming. So for now, we're going to enjoy our little time off here.
Exactly.
We're not broadcasting on Monday, are we, with Dean?
No, Tuesday.
Okay, Tuesday. We're going to be back on Tuesday. Yeah,
Okay.
Tuesday, 9 a.m. Pacific, noon East Coast time. All right. Yeah, roast a weenie for me, John. And
Will do.
Okay. We'll see you next week. Please come back. It's been a pleasure having you all here. Okay. Bye for now.